It's a glorious day out here, and I thought, I've got my red wine, why not make some sangria? You know, typically you'll make it out of red wine, but today we're going to make a Sangria Blush. And I got some friends coming over, so I need to do some prepping. My name is Bruce. I've been working bar for almost 40 years now. In that time, I've learned a trick or two that I'd like to pass on to you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We've got a lot of ground to cover. We'll look at some of the forgotten classics and some unusual new tasty creations right for any occasion. Cheers. The sangria. A refreshing summer drink commonly consisting of red wine, chopped fruit, some form of sweetener, and sometimes a small amount of brandy. Lemonade or seltzer can be used as well. When chilled, the sangria will merge and marry all these wonderful flavors in as little as a few minutes, or if you want, leave it for a few days. I've got a little bit of watermelon here, and I don't want a lot, and you certainly don't want the rinds. And I'm just going to drop a couple pieces of this wonderfully fresh watermelon in there. Next thing we want to do is a little bit of orange. And we're just going to get a couple little slices going on here. Good enough. A little bit of lemon juice and lime juice. We're just going to squeeze that right into our jug here. Look at all that juice. That's marvelous. You know, that's the difference. When you make your cocktails, your sangria, with fresh fruit as much as possible, it changes everything. This could take a few minutes. Almost there. So that was 3 limes and 2 lemons. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Now we're going to take some grapefruit. Not a lot. Maybe one more little slice there. Half a slice. It is believed that the sangria has existed in one form or another for over 2,000 years. It's thought the Romans began to mix wine with water in order to sanitize the drinking water of their vastly expanding empire, specifically the Iberian Peninsula, or known as today Spain and Portugal. It wasn't that big in North America until it was showcased at the 1964 World's Fair. What's so nice about making sangria is you can make it ahead of time, so you don't have to play bartender, and you can just enjoy the day, right? So now that we've got that in there, we're just going to really gently muddle, just to get some of those juices going. Now, we've got our red gold here. We made this a few episodes ago, some strawberry syrup. And check out the video on how to make your own strawberry syrup because it goes in lots of drinks. Okay, so what we want basically is 2 ounces. And here we have what we just made is some pomegranate ginger syrup. How to make pomegranate ginger syrup. This makes about a half a cup. In a saucepan, combine 1 cup of pomegranate juice, 1/4 cup of agave syrup, and about 1/8 cup of peeled, cubed ginger root. Bring to a boil, the heat to medium, and simmer for about 15 minutes, or until the liquid reduces by half. So it's been about 15 minutes now, and we're just going to turn our stovetop off here. And we're going to collect all these wonderful pieces of ginger, cool completely, and pour it into a container. Seal it and put it in the refrigerator. Same amount, about 2 ounces. Boy, that's thick. And you want to just muddle a little more, but be really, really gentle. You don't want to macerate this stuff. You want to stir and muddle. That looks pretty good. Oh, smells glorious. Okay, looking good. And finally, I've got some ruby red grapefruit juice, 5 ounces, and 3 ounces of passion fruit juice. We're just going to dump it in there. So there's a cup. I've got a white Zinfandel from California, and we're just going to dump it right in there. How much? How much do you want? I'm going to try for about a half bottle, maybe more. Let's go for more. Yeah, it's 3/4 of a bottle. And I'm going to be daring, and I've got a little bit of Calvados. That's an apple brandy. Close to 2 ounces there. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take this mixture, which smells delightful by the way, and you want to refrigerate it for at least 2 hours. Okay, I've just pulled my mix out of the fridge and it's chilling up real nice, okay? Now, one of the things you should always try and do is taste things as you go, just because. So I'm just gonna see what this thing tastes like. Oh, this is gonna be great on a beautiful day like today. But you know, I think it should be just a hair sweeter. So I'm gonna use my pomegranate ginger syrup and just add a little bit more. Yeah. Give that a stir. And give her another little taste. And that's what I'm talking about. Delightful. What we want to do now is add our ice. That's looking pretty good. And depending on how much fizz you want, to top it off, 4 to 8 ounces of soda water. Beautiful. We're going to add a few little berries here, some cherries, oh, some nice little lime wheels. Why not? Okay, there's our Sangria Blush, looking beautiful. Now we grab this wonderful fish bowl here. I'm going to add a few little berries to it, some blueberries, some strawberries, and a couple raspberries. Ooh, that's delightful. Maybe a cherry. Pop her in there. Oh yeah. A few more blues. I like blueberries. And give her a good pour. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that gold. This nectar. Oh, it's really good. You know, there are those sticklers out there who believe that sangria should be made with red wine and red wine only. So I thought, well, we should probably make maybe just a glass of red sangria, okay? So we prepped our glass with fresh ice, and we're just gonna put a few little fruit pieces into the glass. I've got some blueberries, there's a nice looking piece of strawberry there. Ooh, a kiwi, sweet. And that looks pretty good. Next thing, we'll just get our shaker tin, get some ice in there. Melts fast in the heat. All right, red wine. We're gonna go about 2.5 to 3 ounces. And yeah, looks about right. Followed by our special strawberry syrup. Oh yeah. That looks about an ounce. And we've got this thick pomegranate ginger syrup that we made. Might as well use her up. Oh, look how sweet that is. Half ounce, ounce, you decide. We're going to add just a little bit of black cherry juice. That's about half ounce. And some passion fruit juice. Let's go about an ounce. And let's fortify this with a little raspberry vodka. Half ounce. Top it off with some squeeze of fresh lemon. Oh yeah. That's about a half a lemon. Slap a lid on and shake it. And we're just gonna strain it out into our fresh glass here. Oh yeah, sweet. And the final touch, a little soda water. A little straw. Doesn't that look good? It's good. It's light, it's refreshing, it's colorful. A little different than the blush sangria that we made. The blush being a little more tangy with that grapefruit juice in there. But, well, whether you like it made with red wine, made with blush wine, you can't go wrong either way. I mean, make one. You'll love it. Cheers. I love this little press. One of the best investments I ever made. Lime in the eye, lemon, ah. Hang on. The perils of being a bartender. Hey, Bruce here. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to like. Maybe leave a comment and subscribe. We'll be back in no time at all with a brand new bar telling more great stories and making more great drinks. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.